Hello Aries and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your weekly reading and we are in Cancer season and we're just kind of moving on from the new moon in Cancer where something is being activated or birthed. A new cycle is begun on the emotional realm. So it can be around how you're feeling about something or someone. It can also be to do with your home, what's going on around the home, or where you're feeling like you're really belonging at this moment in time. It's interesting, Aries, because when the image I was getting for you was that it's like you were going to throw something away and then it just kept coming back to you and it was like, no, I don't want to throw it away. No, I do want to throw it away. No, I don't want to throw it away. And you're almost on this kind of loop where you were strangely working with time in a very different way. It's like you had some sort of power over time, which was interesting. We've got 8 of Feathers, courage and solutions coming through. So this is where I feel like you're going, right, I can see that there is something here that is not working. And instead of, like, my instinct is to throw it away, but then my second instinct straight away virtually is exactly the same time, because it kind of keeps getting this, it's all happening at the same time, is to keep it and find a solution. So this little cute mouse is going, well, yeah, let's focus in on the details. There could be something very small here that could just shift and change. That could be the solution. But it may feel like something small, but it's potentially going to have a big impact. And so it may also could be the opposite, where it feels like you're small and you're up against something big, and it does require a lot of courage to find a solution here. So yeah, but I just get that it's like sit with something, go over the details. This is kind of something that's coming through with this. We've got the Cup 10, Pluto, Pisces. Okay, great. So this is saying that the Cup 10 and Pluto, Pisces is something can be transformed around how happy you're feeling with this, or around your happiness in general. So this is a really nice energy to come through with the Pluto, Pisces. And it may be that you're going over structures and boundaries. That's something that could be coming through with this as well. So yeah, it could be very creative solutions that are coming in. So this is another thing that comes through with this. It can also be that there's the need for forgiveness somewhere in here. So whether this is how that plays a part, I was just getting those words, but ultimately it's in the back of your head. How can I be happy, or how can I make somebody else happy? How can I make this situation happy? So let's see, we've got the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, lots of 10s coming in. So it feels like you're kind of you're setting a pretty high standard for yourself here. The Empress. Okay, so potentially this is around a legacy that you're wanting to bring in, or some really, really great results with something that could be you've put a lot of time, effort and energy into. So it could be something that was expensive as well. You've invested a lot into something and you're wanting those results back. The 5 of Wands, but there's been a little bit of conflict perhaps around it as well. But the 5 of Wands is, again, it's ambitious. So it's like, want to test myself and do better. The Page of Wands, I want to actually get these really, really positive results. And this is something really quite big and stable that you're wanting to bring in. So that's why I feel like you're the little mouse and you're up against this, going, this is what I want. The 10 of Pentacles and the Empress. So something that is of great value, something that it could be a great achievement here as well. This could be anything in your life. The Venus rules money and love, and the 10 of Pentacles rules kind of getting to the apex of what that thing is that you want to bring in. It's going full term with something. So this is you, the 5 of Wands, going, right, okay, I'm going to upskill even. I'm going to test myself. I'm going to, test this idea or test some things, put it out there and see what comes back. And then you've got the Page of Wands, which is like, oh, okay, I've got something now that I feel like I could start, and I feel like this could be a solution. And then we've got the 5 of Swords. Okay, but still a little bit of conflict in your mind, because you've got the 3 of Swords here as an overarching energy, in that it's like it's like you found the solution, but you know that the solution is potentially the solution is going to not necessarily be the best solution for everybody. So it's like, yeah. And I think that a lot of you, like for this, the Page of Wands is where you're being really courageously looking at something that's, or someone that has been making you unhappy and hurting you, and going, right, I want to start something new that's going to bring in this happiness, bring in this abundance, bring in this sense of, you know, this can be as good as I want it to be. So yeah, I feel like that's what's coming through, but there is a little bit of conflict in terms of motivations and thoughts here. And it could quite literally be that there's been some kind of fallout. Maybe there's been a disagreement with somebody. Maybe it's just other people are not on the same page as you, and you've got to go it alone a little bit with this energy. It's interesting because we've got the elk as your animal energy, and the lion too. The lion was just hiding there. So the lion represents you because it's the fire. It's the fire of Aries. And it is a very Leo-ish energy, but the lion represents your leadership. It can represent somebody swallowing their pride even, but it is about having the courage to look at something. And sometimes it's about not saying anything, if that might be the best approach, to just remain in quiet dignity rather than react and respond to a situation. Just be the bigger person, look at the bigger picture. You know, you're not the mouse anymore, you're the lion. So this is where you've kind of grown in stature, quite literally. And we can see this with the elk, because this is the card of the elk. It's something grounding down into you, this sense of these are the antlers on the elk, which represent status. So I think a lot of this can be to do with your career or how you're seen in the world, your status, your public reputation, how people are kind of judging you and viewing you. And this is interesting because there's like this sense of something's been eclipsed here. And there's a sense of renewal and regrowth. It's got a phoenix rising energy to it, but it feels like almost like it had to go through this process of something had to kind of end in order for something new to grow out of this, for this renewal of this cycle. So again, I feel like you've got to just do what's right for you here, because you're wanting to bring in the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles. You're wanting to bring in the happiness here. And this is where you're potentially rising up. You're rising up in your strength. You're rising up in your courage. And it's a sense of this thing that you're wanting to develop here with the Page of Wands. This is your motivation, your drive. It's maybe getting some creative solutions and messages around any kind of creativity or your career and work coming through. And maybe you're wanting something more. Maybe you're wanting something better. Maybe you're wanting promotion, or maybe you want to be seen. It can just be all sorts of things that are coming through here with this. But I mean, the public reputation can be your relationship status as well. It can be around things to do with that too. But I feel like there's a sense of they keep showing me like a alchemical shift that's like the phoenix rising. So if in any way you've been hurt by something with the Three of Swords, this is your chance to kind of rebuild, regrow, and come back to this sense of, this is me. You are the leader. You are the lion. There is this authenticity that's coming through. This sovereignty is probably a better word that's coming in, that you're claiming something, which is your happiness, your abundance, your achievements, what it is that you want to achieve and how you want to be seen in the world. You're claiming this back. Whatever it is that's kind of hurt you here, and this can be a big thing. This could be, something like a divorce, or this could be you got overlooked for a promotion, or it could be anything that kind of hurt you, but it could be a small thing as well. Like this Page of Wands could actually be, I want to start in something that feels small. It feels like it's a new beginning, but it potentially could end up big with this bigger vision here as well. So the size differential is an interesting one that keeps coming in, the big and small energies here, because like I said, The lion does represent courage. So you've got the courage to find the solution. And the elk is about being really strong. It's about, like I said, it's taking action, but it is about being seen and about status as well. So yeah, interesting. You're definitely finding a solution to something that was potentially hurting you here, and you're kind of moving forward into happiness, taking that initial step with the Page of Wands and going, this is what I want to do, and this is how I'm going to go about it. So yeah, this is more me. This is me, and this feels right for where it is that I want to go and bring in this happiness. So that's it, Aries. I actually feel like there's a fantastic solution coming to you this week, which is really good. So, yep, that's it. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and take care.